Yo, yo. How's everyone
What's
doing?
up? What's up?
Am I audible? Oh, yeah, I'm audible.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're audible, bro. Well, what are we all thinking for today?
I would think we would at least run the low in 25,540.
Yeah, we should get this low.
But we
Maybe
do have LRLR as well.
Yeah, down here. Maybe we could get to 25,449 actually. Heading into this open.
Yeah.
So I have targets down there. Don't know how I feel about this market. Yesterday was kind of painful. I was wanting to short and then it already just sold off. So didn't have any. This week's kind of been the worst for me in my performance. I mean, to be fair, I did make decent amount, but still pretty bad week.
Could be better.
Yeah. You can always be better. Look better.
Yeah. But hey. Let's wait for open. Do we have news today? We do have news today.
News? Yeah, we do.
PMI at 9:45. Is it 9:45? Yeah, 9:45.
Yeah, 9:45 today. It's actually a pretty awkward time.
That's pretty awkward time now. Well, at least the target for me today is the easiest target for me for today is 25,540. I'm definitely bearish until these lows.
Yeah, I mean,
I might see us run the LRLR and then to the low at 25,446. But let's see what the news does and open.
9:45, yep. Yo, by the way, guys, we nearly hit 10K followers on GuardianTV on X, which is kind of crazy. I think we're like 100 off. The second one, this is just like a higher time frame candle one. So realistically, what I'm looking for, because I'm mainly trading on the M5, but I also look at the M1 hour even. So usually I'm just looking for, so I usually just look for it to close within the range if it wants to trade back higher. So like this 9 a.m. candle, realistically, if it wants to trade higher, we close back within the 8 a.m. candle to push back above. But I think it might drop off a bit more. So like we have targets down here. So I think it'd rather sell off than push up, you know. So this 7 a.m. candle, we take the high, close below it, come back into the 6 a.m. candle. So basically just low resistance, liquidity. To be honest, it's not a strategy. So it's basically just a cycle within the market. So if you think about it, right? If you want to send money to your friend, so say I want to send money to Finn, right? He lives in Dubai, I live in the UK. So how would the money from my bank get to Finn's account, right? It has to follow some sort of process. It's like a banking wire process. So the same thing is going to happen for the trading. Like the market has to follow a system, has to follow orders, because there's not anyone just out there like that wakes up and's like, today I feel like pushing the NASDAQ down here because I feel like it. No, the high and the low is already made with the futures contracts before they happen. So it has to follow a process of the highs and lows being made, ranges being made, all of that stuff. It goes pretty deep. Yeah, but how on earth did you figure that out? Maybe that's a story for another day. I'll tell you that it's a lot of trial and error, a lot of failing, and then paying people a lot of money.
Whoa.
It's paying a lot. So what happens?
Oh.
Are you using high time? Yeah, this is a hourly time frame. So you see, syndicate is pretty good, and then these candles are basically, I don't like to say volume, but they just show volume, I'll say. Nice to have.
Yeah, that did happen actually. Ralph, you gotta admit.
You paid Biden. Yeah, I did. To be fair, Biden price action was the best.
Wow, that was crazy. That was fucking 1 to 5 hour price action. I gotta be honest with you.
What was?
Biden price action was 1 to 5
Yeah, that was
hour,
so good.
at least.
The thing is, when the VIX trades to, where is the VIX? Like when the VIX trades at like 14, this is like the worst trading in my opinion. Like this is the hardest time to trade because it just chops around, does nothing. When it's at 14 or above 14 or 20, this is really good. I think volatility is probably perfect then. Yeah. But now we died off, so it's pretty trash. Look at this.
Shit. That's just Biden price action. Damn.
I would personally say bring back Biden if it was up to me.
For the price action, yeah. I don't want to put any political statements, but these wars.
Did you see what
good,
Trump?
I can tell you that.
We were live trading. Well, we were streaming on when Trump was speaking, bro. Everyone was like, I mean, to be fair, I wanted the market to go lower on Wednesday, but I was like, as soon as Trump says the market's gonna double, we should not be selling this market, you know.
No.
And I just saw NQ start flying.
Yeah. You can actually gamble on stuff what Trump's gonna say. Someone gambled 4.5K on the fact that he was gonna say that someone was broke or something. Oh no, low IQ. And then he said, yeah. And then he said, "You're low IQ." And then this guy just won $105,000 because he said that someone had low IQ.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Trump speech, but yeah, I didn't trade that day because it's pretty unpredictable, to be fair.
Bro, that day gave me a headache. I think that was the cause of my headache, actually.
Look at this comment. It's because no one could ever understand what Biden was saying, so no one knew when to buy or sell.
Yeah, that's also true.
That's also true.
Biden never had this much hatred for Powell as well, though. Trump hates Powell.
That's true. You know what's also the thing? Even if Trump, for example, is speaking, this is why I don't trade those days, right? He can say one sentence that makes the market go up, like flying up. Then you'd be happy too long. But then the next word that he says in the next sentence would make the market dump. So that's why I can't be bothered to trade that day because anything can happen, basically.
Bro, they're like the worst days.
Yep. But next week is also going to be a stall because then we got FOMC. I don't like to trade before FOMC because you see that the market is going to wait for a decision that's going to be made,
FOMC days are easily the worst.
Yeah. But as well as the day before, 1 second. I think I closed up my cat. I locked her up.
You locked your cat up? All right, what do we think of it today, guys? I'm currently trying to sync on my TradeAway. I don't know why it's not working. Let me do this. I was kind of using Trump as a driver. Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, to be fair, I never bet against Trump, not saying that the market's going to double or the markets are going to go higher, because he's obviously going to support the idea of them going higher, right? Yo, what up, Joe? Let's hope we can get those accounts passed. You don't have much to risk, so take it easy on them. Can you log into your TradeAway? Finn?
What?
Oh no. Can you log into your TradeAway?
Yeah, why?
I can't log in.
Why not?
They don't want to see me win. I don't know.
I might not even be gonna trade, so
Maybe
not
he's
much.
long. No, I want to see it go lower first. I mean, we could short down here. I think the open will rally it lower.
Yeah, I can log into TradeAway.
Bruh.
Are you trading on TradeAway?
Yeah, I started trading on TradeAway. I've been loving it so far.
Yeah, it's nice, right? It's instantly.
Yeah. Took me a while to get used to it, but I've been liking it a lot more. It's a lot
The
better
only
for
thing
it.
the only thing I don't like is if you are copying on TradeAway and you're copying like
You
a
have to
lot of
double it.
accounts, you have
Yeah.
to like, for example, now I'm on 15 accounts on one, and then it's like every position that I take, I have to multiply by 15.
Yeah, you do.
And then that's
You
the
gotta
order
do a
you
bit of,
place.
yeah. Yeah, I hear it. I'm with you.
Did you take a position this morning?
Bro, no. To be fair, yesterday and today I haven't liked trading at all.
I didn't like it today, but I did see something in the market, so I had trade before sell off. The only thing is that's really painful actually is I cashed out at the time-based range low. Look where the market is trading at
today?
now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Was there an SMT up there? Don't think there's any SMT.
No, there wasn't. But I just saw us come back and then the volume downwards. That made me at least think that we would take the internal low. From the internal low, I go break even. So it was free trade for me, but I obviously cashed out early, which I don't mind, but it's just always unfortunate that you'll be able to see more.
I need a Sniper and DayTradingRauf. I'll let him know. I'll let Sniper know you want the collab, bro.
What collab?
I don't know, actually.
Oh,
Arc Raiders collab.
that's a stab. That's a stab.
Nah, Finn can be there. What about that? 5 350s. Where is that? Oh yeah, that's kind of low though.
What?
I don't know. 5 350s down here. I think the open has to bring in some sellers. I think they're selling this lower at the open. We're looking for
315 or 350?
356, yeah. I think the longs will come after 10 if I'm being so real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did everyone just spam yeah? I'm actually, this week, I'm actually green on my funded and I'm red on my evals. I'm having not the worst of weeks, but not the best.
I'm green, just not much in green. I don't do evals that much, to be fair.
Thing is, I always like to have a backlog of some evals.
I should probably do that too. I'm not that good in that good of a mind state this week.
Honestly, I
Dow
think
is
January
bearish,
has
yeah.
been pretty bad.
Look at the movement on Dow though. Already took the lows. Already. As well as ES also took the low. So it's not gonna be good for, you know.
Oh, the open.
Yeah, unless it tanks down, you know, then it can maybe pull the rest down as well. But I know it's gonna be a little bit of trouble-ish price action. You see this?
I agree. Personal funds are a must. Yeah, personal funds are okay. It depends what you want to do with it. I think prop trading's a lot better.
I would say to day trade futures on a normal level, on a personal, you need a lot more money than if you would trade FX personal accounts.
Yeah, like, I mean, for $50, you can pick over 50K with 2K drawdown, you know.
Yeah. Lesser stress. I don't know. It also depends on what kind of trader you are, you know? Because in the end of the day, if you would lose 2K on a personal account, you actually lost 2K. If you lose 2K on a funded account, for example, a 50K, you would only have lost $40, $40 or $50. So that's the whole thing here. Okay, you got a few rules that you gotta abide by, but
Dude.
this
I
is
like prop
crazy.
firms. I mean, yeah, if you're undercapitalized, I mean, it's not even an undercapitalized thing anymore with the prop firm space. It's best for scaling.
Yeah.
No, 250. Yeah, it's because you're trading CFDs. We move on to futures. See, futures have the lowest barrier to entry and also the most ROI.
It's literally $48 for a 50K account here.
Yeah.
Even if you would buy an instant account, it's 187. So then you even skip the evaluation stage.
And you could take the low. I think so. Would at least like the low gone, you know. I know ES is taking it, we have the SMT, but
if I gotta be honest with you, I don't think it's gonna be too clean. Yes, I do have an account with Blue Guardian Futures, and Ralph has as well.
Yeah, I'll be running the Guardian plan. To be fair, they're the best ones, in my opinion, because you have 1 day pass. You can just do that for news, realistically. That's what I've been doing.
You know, the Guardian plans you can just pass in 1 day. So I would like to think of it as a cheap instant funding account. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, less the stress of losing money in instant. Nah, I don't know about instant fundings. I like instant fundings, but I would rather just go the normal route. That's always been me, though. See what this 9 a.m. candle does. If we close within or not. I think the longs might come. Futures is worse for me. Yes, but probably because you're trading with intraday drawdown as well.
Yeah. No, to be fair, those plans can really F you up. You know why? Because let's say you have a good day and you are like 600 up on your account, and you choose to not take profits. Let's say it's a 50K account, and you hit your break-even levels. That would mean that you're actually 600 down that day, and that's the whole thing that screws your mind up from the moment that you hit break even, that it's actually a loss. Because the next day your balance might not be lower, but the amount of room that you can give yourself is lower. So yeah, those plans can really screw up your mind. As well as, I would say our dashboard is very detailed, because you can actually see what your highest balance was. And some prop firms choose to not give you a lot of statistics to look at, so that you'd basically have to guess where your lowest drawdown point is. I don't think that's fair, to be honest.
Or trading with trailing, I mean, intraday trailing, I would never recommend to any beginner, because you're in the game to make money. So trading like that usually.
Well, even I don't like it. You know, like, even though I'm experienced, I don't like the intraday drawdown either, because even though a lot of my accounts are up and probably don't have that drawdown anymore, it's just that once you connect some new accounts and you trade those, you cannot trade them as end of day drawdown accounts. You know, you have to change your strategy a bit. That would mean for me that I would have to cash out early from the moment that I think we're gonna reverse. But yeah, Blue Guardian Futures doesn't have intraday drawdown, only the end of day.
I was thinking 1-to-1. That's actually probably the best route. You're gonna have to risk a bit less, but yeah, it's probably the best route. 1-to-1s.
Yeah, but your win rate has to allow it, though. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, the thing with 1-to-1s is you basically need a higher win rate, and if you have a lower win rate, then you're realistically looking for a better risk to reward. You can never have both, so one thing has to be sacrificed. I mean, if you have both, then you're probably a really good trader.
It's more like the red and the blue pill, you know?
Yeah, you got to pick
one of
them.
Yeah, you need to pick one of them. And okay, maybe if you have a higher R and you start having more edge in the market, your win rate might get a little bit higher, but usually to hit your whole RR trade, if some people you see on social media who target like 8 or 10 R trades, I can tell you their win rate is not high.
Yeah, something has to be sacrificed in my humblest of opinions. Because you could just go through a losing streak with 1-to-1 and like maybe the account's just obliterated at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking of, well, me and Matt, I'm thinking of, and Finn, we think of running some like educational streams as well. So like if you guys really wanted to focus on a certain thing you're struggling with or a topic, we could do like a stream on that, and like weekly outlooks as well. So that's crazy value you're getting. I believe 5 futures accounts because of tilt, and it's stuck in this cycle. And I also will be looking. Yeah, so tilt is like inevitable. Every trader goes through it. You're always going to. You can always still feel a tilt coming up, but if you can actually know that you're going to tilt and be able to step away from it, that's really where you're going to progress the most, right? So, and trading 3 sessions for you really won't be the best. You got to focus on one and trade only one thing.
Yeah.
On one market. Actually, filter through NQ and gold. That's all I do. I filter through NQ and gold. It's been the best for me. But just because you went on tilt or whatever doesn't mean that you're a bad trader or it's the end of the world. Everyone's gone through the same process. It's not like you're the first
even
person
if you're
to go through it.
Even if you're very experienced, even if you have been trading for years, you can even go through tilt. Everyone can let himself or herself go at one point. Maybe something major happens in your life. I don't know. Maybe you got more stress than normal. I don't know. Maybe you got less power to keep yourself away from that stuff at one point. It can happen to everyone. I mean, I don't have the best of weeks this week either. So I try to be very slowly. I try to stay away from trading as much as I can. I try to take the least amount of trades that I can. And that helps me control myself a little bit. And that comes for me because some trades this week of mine almost hit TP and then hit break even. So that, yeah.
How do you manage FVGs for reversal if you have 3 1-minute candles? I don't really trade like that, to be honest.
I do. If you would have a 1 minute and a 3 minute, okay, so in general, if you got a for value gap on the 1, 2, and 3 minute, you would like to see them all close, but you still have a high probability if the 2 didn't close, but the 3 and the 1 did. Okay, if if the 1 minute and the 2 minute closed and made the inversion, but the 3 minute didn't, I would rather wait for the 3 minute because higher time frame is always better. But then again, if you would take the 1 minute, you'll probably have a higher risk to reward than if you would take a 5 minute inversion. So that's the whole blue and red pill thing that we were talking about. If you're willing to take the risk for the 1 minute, then obviously it's going to be lower probability in exchange for a higher R. If you want to wait for the 3 or 5, it's going to be a higher win rate, but less risk to reward. I would expect us to drop off and take the low on 25,540. That's what I would be looking for.
Yeah, looking for some of these lows to go, then maybe for the upside. But we'll see what the open does. Maybe the open just zooms it higher. Because we do have this RTH gap, which should get filled in.
That we do have.
So we'll see what this candle does.
And the S&T as well, you know, but I would not expect it to be that strong.
Yeah, holding it up.
I have a question for you both. Should one avoid Monday and Fridays to trade? It's more likely weekly opening and closing. I would not recommend to take a few days off in trading like that you think it's not going to be a good day, because in general, Monday is a very good day for me. And
yeah,
the majority of the Fridays is as well. So I don't take my Fridays and Mondays off because I think it's great price action, even on no news Mondays.
Yep.
It's just you need to know what to look at, you know what I mean?
See if NQ gets a bit weak because we're pretty strong off this open right now, taking out the highs.
Yeah.
I still like these lows getting on. Like, I don't know. Don't see them holding up too much.
Oh, we took the high.
That was already gone. Looks like they're out of sync this morning.
Yeah. Well, and Q is the one that's most out of sync, to be fair. It's the strongest, looks like.
Yeah, once that gap. Where is it? Oh, it's filled in the gap. No, why couldn't we have got the lows first?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, you know, I think that's also the beautiful thing about trading, because if you would look at a model like e-commerce, everyone would be doing the same thing, the same strategy that's working for a while and that stuff. But let's say Ralph and me would have a totally different strategy, and he will be long for the day and I will be short. We still both can make money, even if it's in the same session.
Yeah. I'm in a long. My model tells me to short. We're going to see what this candle
Same.
does. I would have preferred the longs though. If we took the lows first.
If we took
now we got the
lows,
highs. Yeah. So what I want to see all these lows just go. Maybe even lower. It's hard to see. But low-key, I just want this to be false move and run it below this low. YM took sub. What's the sub? Alright, yes, it's got the high. I would want to see them all just sink, to be honest. NQ the most aggressive. Running through them. This candle closes red as well.
Finn, please explain your strategy.
Oh, wait, I'm gone.
Oof. I would want to see some form of liquidity be taken out. So that, let's say, time-based high or a equal high or a data high. And then I would look for a clean inversion for value gap towards the opposite liquidity. And I always set my stop loss to break even from the first internal high or low that price goes to.
Yeah. Hard wicks. Yeah, I think if it closes bearish with this wick, then we should be holding 50% to go lower. Like hold the wick and then drop off. So I don't want to long it here. Damn, Dow got smoked.
Yeah.
Why do you have three colors? The green candle shows some buyers. The red one shows some sellers. So we're looking at 50% of this wick. Realistically, I want to see it just hold off and just sell. Be pretty aggressive. I'm dropping down from here. I think it could do one single candle. I'm hoping.
I would think it would be pretty aggressive.
These two lows have to go failure swings.
Mm-hmm. Sharon, yes, I do trade London session in general.
To be fair, London's been the nice one.
Yeah, I prefer London session now, actually. Most of the New York sessions I don't even trade anymore. Because, you know, like most of the time this happens, you know, right after open, and you would see price action like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking for 50%. If this holds up, then I'll try and short it. But I want to see what it does. I'm getting to 50% here. I think ES needs to give up the goose. Oh, the strength.
YM lost all strength that it has.
Damn. Yeah, YM's been strong. I'm hoping they just sell it. These two candles closing below the 925 one, we just push. All right, got that wick. %50 of the wick. Nice, you got it. I got a bit too. Mine was a bit lower though. I won that low, so let's see.
See what happens. It's a little bit choppy for my liking, though.
I know, but I'm just gonna keep it where it is. Just gonna keep my stop where it is, but I might roll my stop lower. Oh, I break even if we close below 25.68. That's really it for me today. It's gone will drop. I hope so. It's the only thing I see. Realistically, this 50-second candle has to close below this.
50-second candle.
What are you looking for? I'm in a short from 25.611. Targeting the lows at 25.540. I'm just waiting to see the close in this. 10 seconds. If it gets below the 925, then I'm going to roll to break even. So I don't have any risk on this. I have to sit through this pain. I have to deal my trade of 8 though. Okay, so
I would rather go break even from 25,556. That's the internal low for me.
To be fair, now I'm at break even, so I don't have much risk. Even if it comes higher.
Right.
Oh, I wouldn't expect it to. If it does, then that's just...
I mean, that's the whole thing, right? You wouldn't expect it. You put your break-even point from a point that you wouldn't expect us to go higher from.
Yeah, true. But they could.
Because if it does, then you know you're just wrong about this trade.
Yeah. I wish NQ was ES like though. I mean, how Dow was like.
It's just painful, but I don't like to trade this price action, you know.
But we just got my break even.
Damn.
Unfortunately. That's why I did roll it though. Because I would rather take a break even on this than a loss. That's
Yeah, of course.
Pretty nice setup for me. That's actually my entry, 50% of the wick.
If you look at the 15 minute, this really looks like price action that I would not want to trade. And also a price action that looks like something just before news. Because we got news as well.
I got break even. Me too, bro. I think it's because of Dow. Dow just ran it.
Yeah.
Well, that was the dream.
That was what it was actually supposed to look like.
That was, yeah. That was what like NQ could have been. But yeah, any chance I get to move to break even or like reduce risk, I will. Because here I could have taken a loss, but rather than a loss, I take a break even. So it's like,
well, that's the whole thing, right? This is about the awkward timing of news, because usually news drivers run liquidity that you want, and it's in 2 minutes. So that's all.
What even is the news today? Is it PMI? Let me see.
PMI, yeah. Which is usually not that shocking, but still causes
PMI kind of moves in one direction as well.
Yeah.
I just trap some buyers. Pretty wicky though. I know, it's holding 50%. I know, but I don't want to get in this again. It should already drop for me. I'll see what the news does. But if it's bearish, it has to hold the wick anyway to run lower.
Yeah.
Well, this candle will have to completely flip around. Wow, ES has hardly moved as well.
Yeah, both ES and NQ. Although at least ES has a bearish candle on the 15, you know?
Yeah, NQ is pretty strong.
Yeah. And ES also took the low, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So that's the whole
Let's see
thing.
what this news does. Still at the 50% of the wick.
Doesn't look like it's moving too much.
So do you re-enter? Not really. I don't plan on re-entering this. Because for me, it should have already like done its move where I entered. So usually the first day is what I'm looking for trades.
You know what also the thing is? Now you would actually, if you would re-enter now, you're actually re-entering on the same idea. So if you're re-entering on the same idea, there was no point of being stopped at break even.
Yeah, true.
If you thought this would still work, if something like this doesn't work, for my strategy, it's just not going to work out for this entry. So if you would then re-enter on the same entry point, then you should have not put your stop to break even, because then you'd obviously have the same conviction of going down. because that's how people overtrade. You know, they still think that we're going to go lower from here. The 50% is still holding, so I think we're still going to go down, and then you're going to get stopped out again. And those are points that you're going to get pissed at yourself and then start overtrading. So there's literally no point of doing it.
That wick is basically working overtime right now. It's basically saying you cannot pass.
You shall not pass.
Like, if the wick holds, this is going lower. But if you want to take the risk, do it. I can't be bothered getting in. There's some already green on the funded.
Gold is doing the opposite. Yeah, usually.
This candle has to sink it. Like, we have 10 minutes. 10 minutes it has to take out these lows.
You mean the macro?
Oh, no. No, guys, not the macro.
You mean in the next 20 minutes we should run these lows?
The next 3 minutes, to be exact.
Did you guys notice that there's even more macro times now? That is like, yeah, but from every hourly, from 50 to 10 past, it's a macro, and all of a sudden you had macros from 20 past until 40 past, stuff like that, dude. So basically there would be 20 minutes in an hour without macro. Which doesn't make sense.
Dude, right, we should be able to get this low. For my sanity, can we get the low?
Although
if it gets low without me, then at least
to be. Although it always sucks to be stopped out on break even, and then you still see your plan work out.
Yeah,
it's always better than to take a loss and then.
Very true.
Everything is a macro until it isn't. Yeah.
Mario, we have a minute to crash and burn.
Until drawdown hits. Well, we do have trendline liquidity now.
NQ's gotta go. We gotta go. You gotta push.
To have strong trendline liquidity.
Right, I think at 10 a.m. or something has to just immediately sink this. We've been waiting too long.
Trendline liquidity. Do you use trendline liquidity, Rauf?
Yeah, I mean, trendline are basically failure swings, right? So yeah. So this low, failed to go below it. These are still holding liquidity for me, but holy, slowest way possible. Invite sniper. Matt's what is he up to right now? He's trading the forever model right now, bro. Got to tap in with Matt.
I did already once.
Oh yeah, you guys did all three. You, Nick, Matt, right?
Yeah, Nick, Matt, me.
W streams. All right, this, come on. I'm hoping they don't just forever model. Justin, no, the forever model actually came from Matt. Just install it from him. Kind of sad, but yeah, I'll always back Matt up.
Team Matt.
Team
Matt.
Indeed, he's a good lad. He's a good lad. Right, guys, we have the
The 1 minute
chart,
candle didn't crash, did it?
the craziest chart possible.
Oh.
For real, yeah, it's kind of sad, bro. I think Matt even called him out, and he just didn't say anything.
It's crazy. This is exactly why you
I didn't want to get back in this.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? Yeah, I took shorts here. I was up around, I don't know how much I was up. I was up 40 points and then break even hit. So now we're just sitting through this.
I think we already talked about this before, right? If you look at the price action since open, it has been staying within a certain range. Even if you look at the 5 minute, it looks horrible. If you look at the 3 minutes,
yeah,
also horrible. So you have these two, you have this range, and we're still in between it. So you cannot do anything with this. And some people just keep trading, but then no low is being taken out, no major high is being taken out until it does, and then you already blown through your account, right? So don't re-enter any trades. We put a trade from the point that it was actually still clean and then hit a break even. So then don't re-enter, you know, that's the whole thing.
This is so boring. Geez, I had no idea, bro, trading.
Even ES, look at ES on a 5 minute. It's crazy. And this is the New York session more often now.
Yeah, true. It is. This is New York. Like, a lot of people ask me, why do I trade like London now? I'm like, bro, this was London today.
London was so clean. If you now look at New York sessions, it's all chop, and it's all being happy that I don't trade New York that much.
Yeah. Like any other day, we're running that low, though. I mean, we do have an SMT, but...
What?
Rick Grimes? Isn't that the guy from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, it is. No, Eric. Eric, not Rick. Rick Grimes. Yeah, that's the guy from The Walking Dead.
I thought he said Rick Grimes, bro. My bad. No range. I know, but look at the price delivery was nice though in London compared to New York.
Best BA session to me now is London, definitely, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's been good.
If you look even at content from people that they're like, oh, and today was so messed up, there's tons of people that you see blowing their accounts in the New York sessions that you have nowadays. It's just because it's so choppy and people cannot stop trading.
Yeah, I actually did mention this once. I was like, New York, you actually have no margin for error, right? Like, if you're wrong, then you're wrong. But in London or Asia, you could be wrong, but you can get a re-entry and then like be right again. So
yeah.
But New York, you know, you got to really be disciplined to your plan. Like, we took a break even here. I could have quite easily shorted again, but I know the market should have already delivered to this low when I already entered. So it's like I just have to wait for Monday again.
For Monday. Am I the only one who don't like NQ? I love NQ most days.
I hate NQ, but I still trade it. Like, I hate this market, but I
hate this market, but you know, normally it's not like this.
I trade both. I'm gonna enjoy.
I don't trade both, actually. I only trade NQ. What?
Your only London session now, or?
Yeah, I only do London session, only NQ. I don't trade any other pair. And like, even, from the moment that New York will start looking good and then didn't find anything in London, then I might trade New York. But there's no point of I made a win
Yeah,
in London. Why would I trade New York session? I already made my profits that day, so why don't I just accept the fact that I'm walking away with money rather than giving it back to the markets? It's just the same
yeah,
as people are
what
over
makes
trading on a
sense.
Friday. If you got some good results, then done. Then just be careful with your money, man. This doesn't make any sense.
Since I started trading your TBR, London has been 90% of my trades, I think. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, London's less volatile. It's less, like, as I said, you have less margin for error. You can be wrong more in London and still be right at the end of the day. New York, if you're wrong, then you're just wrong. It's just one of them. But as Finn said, once you win in like London, there's no point of trading in New York. But
What's
some
also the
people
thing? Oh, sorry.
what?
Yeah, go on.
No, but some people can only trade New York, so it's like it's a
True.
bit difficult. But you got to be more selective, I would suggest.
Well, it's not even only a Friday. If you look at this week, Wednesday and Thursday, the price action on New York was also horrible.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, most of the time when I did trade a session, so let's say I started off with London that day, most of the time I don't have much room with my consistency rule anyway. So
Yeah.
why would I hire my profit target that I need to reach in order to get my payout? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just make profit and be done. Most overtrading comes from blowing your profits from the day.
NQ's bullish and going. I mean, NQ's been chopping. I couldn't care less if it goes higher or lower now, but it's been a chop for me.
At some point, I do
unfortunate.
believe that consistency rules are good. What do you think, Ralph?
Yeah, definitely a 40%, like 35, 30 probably is the best for a lot of traders, because then you have exits. You wouldn't normally take profits as 30%.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is, let's say if some people are uncapped, they will run the craziest of TPs.
Yeah.
If you are capped anyway, you might be like, meh, I want to target this low or this high, but it doesn't make any sense because then my consistency rule doesn't match up. And most of the time, this
Yeah.
high or low doesn't hit anyway.
I think it's perfect for most people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's 10 a.m. I mean, we really didn't have. I mean, we had the shorts. That's the only thing I took today. Made the most sense. We run the high of my range short. I'm surprised we didn't get the lows, to be honest. Chopped around quite a lot, and then we finally got the move higher. Yes,
So it
it's
looks like
pushing
S&P
into.
and ES did hold up,
Yeah. So I mean, not much for me to do on this. That's my week. I was green on my funded. Red on my evals though for this week. So we'll see if we can get some of them passed for next week, and we'll let you guys know. So what should be the word for today? Chop or
Yeah, let's do
macro?
chop. Chop.
All
Chop,
right,
chop, chop, chop,
word
chop.
for the day has got to be chop. Chop.
Chop, 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 chop. You want to choose first?
Yeah. Let me close my eyes and pick. All right. Bro, Adam, you've already won an account. I can't give it to you, Adam, again. Unfortunately, bro. I literally cannot give it you. I gotta pick someone else again, bro. I've given you too many. Nah. My winner is trade, eat, repeat. Alright, Finn's turn. Bro, you won too many, bro.
My winner is sure official.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We have 3 winners for today. Adam, you can have your account. I feel bad. Bro, this guy just gets too lucky. I've given him 2 accounts.
I know. Now. I was like, hey, didn't I see this guy before?
Alright, this is your last account, bro, from the streams. I'm joking, but yeah, hopefully we'll do 3 winners as a one-off. I don't know why. Sorry, I picked him again. I had my eyes shut this time as well. So, yeah, it's 3 winners, Adam. You get your account. Telling everyone never to pick you, though. You've had too many. But enjoy your weekend.
Well, not that it's a choice. I mean, I don't even look. I just go through it really quick, and then I stop at a random point.
Yeah, bro. It's like he spams that much. I can't just not click on him.
Let's make a rule that everyone can say the word once.
Yeah, maybe. You can only say it once now, guys.
Because otherwise, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's set up some rules, you guys.
I won one back in October. Okay. All right. Fine. You get this one. We'll do 3 for today. But yeah, we're back live on Monday. Hopefully one of you guys can get max allocated from the giveaways. But enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
See you guys. Thanks.